Yeah, Oxford City are planning a very relaxing evening here before their big day tomorrow. Of course, they're in the final of the FA Carlsberg Vase. They're playing a little town from Bedfordshire called Arsley Town. It's been quite an amazing year for Oxford City. First of all, they got promotion to Division 1 in the Diodora League. And of course, they've got their big day tomorrow at Wembley. This is the day that some people thought would never happen because the club was on the verge of folding. Let's look back now at how it all came about. Oxford City Football Club have plenty to celebrate. Once they were on the verge of extinction, told to leave their ground by their Oxford College landlords. Now, though, they're going to Wembley.
The whole thing about Oxford City since they were kicked out by Brasenose College is Roy of the Rovers completely. It's a comic strip, and I think you couldn't have written a better script for them if you'd sat down and said, right, 5 years ago, this is what we're going to do, promotion every year and culminating in the final of the FA Vase at Wembley. It's fantastic for them.
Years ago, every schoolboy in Oxford used to dream of playing at the old White House ground. It was an honour to represent the city. The club won the Amateur Cup in 1906 and were runners-up in later years. Alf Jeffreys, or Ginger, was the city goalkeeper during the Second World War. He has fond memories of his Oxford days.
I really enjoyed my football then. It was strictly amateur. People say you had money put in your boots, but you even had to pay your own bus fare to get to the ground. All these tales about money in the boots. In fact, they were quite hard-headed businessmen that run Oxford City in them days. The treasurer was a dentist. And, well, it was easier for him to pull a tooth out of somebody's mouth than pull a penny out the bag to give you.
There was something special about Oxford City. It attracted star managers like Bobby Moore. It attracted big crowds too.
When we played Wycombe Wanderers on Boxing Day, we had in excess of 1,200 people here, which for non-league club is quite good. And when you look at some of the clubs playing in the 4th Division on not particularly good Saturdays, you know, they struggle to get 1,000 people.
But the bubble burst. The White House ground was sold and football made way for houses. But the club was homeless. Then, just before the club was laid to rest, the City Council and sponsors Unipart came to the rescue. A new ground was found and the club was reborn.
5 years ago, we had a motion that it was impossible to resurrect Oxford City Football Club. And about half a dozen of us felt there was just no way that all the work we'd tried to do to restore it, we were going to throw it away. So we decided to give it a go. And initially we gave ourselves 10 years to get back on our own ground and into Diodora. I then reduced it to 5. We did it in 3, so we had to be happy.
For everybody at the club, to win promotion and to play a final at Wembley in 1 year was beyond their wildest dreams.
Absolutely fantastic. It really is unbelievable. It's a dream come true for us all. Everybody on the committee and round have really worked so hard for this day, and we just can't believe it. You know, we're so high and we're really looking forward to it.
I think it's a family club. I've likened it on a number of occasions to it's a second family. Everybody, we socialise together, we have our grief together, we enjoy the good moments together. They're marvellous people.
Large rosette 60p, small ones 50p. 50p, please.
City are taking the biggest squad ever seen at Wembley. All of them fitted out in regulation team suits.
16, please.
Right. He's got a Tyson neck.
Yeah,
and to go with the Wembley outfits, the Wembley haircuts. Meet brothers Chris and Steve Fontaine. One's a decorator, the other works in a dairy. They both work well together on the pitch.
Steve is, football-wise, well, different players really. He plays up front, holds the ball up well, good first touch, scores goals now and again. Played half a season really for City this season, got injured. As a brother, get on well.
Chris is a sort of fiery sort of character, and it shows in his games really. You know, when he's going out there, he's going to do something very serious to any man near him on the ball. He's a good brother, you know, he looks after me. I mean, I'm sort of the quiet one, really, believe it or not.
As the brothers prepare to step out at Wembley, teammate Rob Mason will be limping. No pounding the beat for the police sergeant and no playing on the hallowed turf. He broke his leg playing for City in January.
I'm absolutely gutted, there's no two ways about that. Everyone aspires to play at Wembley if you've ever played football. However, I'm very pleased with the club, and I'm lucky that the club have kept me involved as well as they had.
The one man with some experience of Wembley, player-manager Andy Thomas. Now he's an art worker, but he was once a professional player with Oxford United. He was in their Milk Cup squad, but never got to play.
Yeah, it's been well versed, probably too much. You know, everyone knows I was sub at Wembley and didn't get on. We won 3-0. I was disappointed, of course I was disappointed not to get on. But whatever the score, I'll say it now, but I mean, I'm planning to bring on both subs, whatever the scoreline, because at the end of the day, it's a one-off.
His opposite number at Wembley opponents Arlesey Town have been spying on Andy Thomas's team. He wants to know what he's up against tomorrow. It's going to be tough, though.
Very good side. I mean, they're a league or two higher than what we are. Very good footballing side. I mean, they've got the manager, Andy Thomas, has obviously played a lot. He gets them playing. Very good side, yeah. It'll be difficult.
When the club was on the verge of collapse, they didn't dare to make dreams for the future, but it really is happening. First promotion, and then the final of the FA Carlsberg Vase. Oxford City have a saying, if you can dream it, you can do it. So there's no looking back. They really are off to Wembley, and David Hume's the captain. What have you been doing today? How do you prepare for a day at Wembley?
Well, we started off this morning. We left the club, travelled up to Wembley, and a good look around Wembley. It's unbelievable. It's a dream come true for all of us. It's unbelievable. We left there about 12 o'clock, and we travelled a little way. We stopped for lunch, and then we turned up at the hotel. Some of us game of snooker, obviously, as you can see, and a few of us went swimming, and just finally just going to relax now for the rest of the evening.
And what's Wembley really like for somebody who's never ever played there before?
Nerve-wracking. I was nervous as I walked out. I was just thinking of all the players who actually walked down the tunnel. And that's unbelievable. I mean, it's great. I mean, all the lads are really going to look forward to tomorrow.
Andy Thomas, you're the player manager. You've got the awful task of having to pick 11 players plus your reserves. How are you going about doing that?
Yeah, it's been difficult. I've had a terrible week, to be honest with you. They do know the team, and I've told the unfortunate few that are not playing, and it's been really, really difficult. I mean, it's been the most difficult thing I've had to do all season, without any shadow of a doubt. And, you know, I would like to have told them sooner, but I couldn't. We had a couple of injuries, so I've had to wait till today. And to be honest, it's a lot off my mind.
Well, good luck tomorrow. We hope that you can be at this time tomorrow, coming back up the M40 with the cup in your hands for Oxford. Wesley, they look in pretty good shape, don't they?
They certainly do. Do you know, I feel quite nervous for them watching that. How's the snooker, ERIKA?
I think their snooker's pretty good. What do you think about your snooker?
I haven't played yet. I was just waiting to get on the table.
You'd rather be playing snooker than playing football, for sure.
All right, ERIKA, thanks for joining us from Buckinghamshire.
OK.
Well, now then, the normally tranquil world of...
Welcome back. Well, there were